to behave like we ought to.
Some heated moments today in an Orange County courtroom. This is lawyers for Casey Anthony head back to court arguing several key motions in this case. But at times, today's court hearing had to be stopped by the judge, all because of the lawyers in the case bickering to each other. News 13's Kelly Cook is outside the Orange County Courthouse with the latest details on the hearing and the decision from the judge. Kelly?
Well, Christine, on one key motion, we'll have to wait until tomorrow to find out of whether or not there will be a gag order placed on all attorneys involved in the Casey Anthony case. That's the defense as well as the state attorney's office. However, we did hear both sides of the issue as whether or not they should do it or not. Now, the state attorney who filed the motion obviously are for it. They say they cannot get a fair jury pool by having attorney Jose Baez speaking to the media about very important information that it should be privileged only between client and attorney. However, Jose Baez says he is just defending his client.
There's been a lot of misinformation out there, and a majority of my comments have been directed towards addressing a lot of those misinformation and advocating the innocence of my client, and I think I'm fully entitled to do that.
Now, Judge Stan Strickland did say that most likely they will not extend that gag order to the Anthonys. That's George and Cindy Anthony. I spoke to them briefly outside the courthouse. They said they were very happy with that because they said they are the voice for Kaylee and we're hoping they can continue their search and speak to the media and hoping to help find their granddaughter. Several other motions were filed by Jose Baez asking for a number of evidence that they said they have not gotten, that the state attorney's office is taking quite a long time to get it to them. Those include some tips about live sightings for Kaylee Anthony's, motion to compel canine information, as well as a number of forensic evidence. They said that as soon as it gets in their possession, they will turn it over to Jose Baez. On scene here in Orlando, Kelly Cook, News 13.
Meanwhile, Kaylee's grandparents continue to insist the little girl is alive and that investigators should be doing more to find her. Their case focuses on a picture taken at the Florida Mall just days ago. And as News 13's Melissa Crabtree shows us why family and other supporters say this could be a break in the case, one that law enforcement is ignoring.
Missing in plain sight. That's how the Anthony family describes alleged sightings of their granddaughter.
We're going to bring Kaylee Marie back home. I made that statement early on. The last breath that I take, I'm going to continue to look for her. And I feel very confident every day that we are getting closer and closer to finding her.
Cindy and George Anthony are focusing most of their attention on this photo. This cell phone photo was taken at the Florida Mall just over a week ago. The family says the system in place to find missing children is broken. The tipster tried and failed to get law enforcement to follow up on it.
Witness spoke to several people and was pushed from one person to another, put on hold, and then sent over to somebody else, and then put on hold, and just going back and forth. And after an hour, was just totally frustrated.
We're asking you to give a helping hand. And if you believe she's no longer with us, at least help to prove that.
Despite the family's frustration with law enforcement, the public's harsh judgment surrounding their daughter's upcoming murder trial, Cindy Anthony says she's finding strength she never believed existed.
And I don't care if someone's throwing stones at your house or someone comes and slams their body up against your door or they're out there throwing, bottles at your house. I mean, we had broken beer bottles thrown at our house. And people are out there calling you names and the worst names ever, and you're getting threatening phone calls. It's okay. You can live through it because we are examples of that. We've lived through it for the last 4 months, and we're not going to stop.
In Orlando, Melissa Crabtree, News 13.
Cindy Anthony says she hopes, since the sheriff's office is not looking for Kaylee, whoever has the girl will start taking her out in public. Meanwhile, they are planning a national vigil for the girl Sunday at 8 o'clock. And so far, at least 7 other cities nationwide are participating.